Hey guys, welcome to another edition of Loddy's NHL Locks. Got 5 fresh, rock solid locks for you guys, so let's get right to it. First one, Pittsburgh money line over New Jersey. The Devils are enjoying a nice little 2-game win streak. They started the season 4-0. This is only the 4th time since then that they've won 2 games in a row. And only once out of those 3 times did they extend that winning streak to 3 games. So just in case that wasn't clear, since starting the season 4-0, this is only their 4th win streak. 2 of the previous ones were just 2 games, while one of them was 3 games. That's it. This is not a very good team. While Pittsburgh is in a tight playoff race, they'll be fighting to win every game. Plus, they got the Sharks and the Red Hot Flyers, who are also fighting for one of the last playoff spots in the East, coming to town this week. So this is a game they need to win. Lock number 1. Penguins over the Devils. Lock number 2, Montreal Canadiens over the Columbus Blue Jackets. Montreal is on a 4-game losing streak, and consequently they have plummeted in the Eastern Conference standings to 8th place, just 1 point ahead of the Carolina Hurricanes. Actually, they're tied with lock number 1, the Pittsburgh Penguins, for that 8th spot in the Eastern Conference. And while Columbus continues to perform far better away than they do at home, they're 18-10 on the road and just 15-15 at home. They have won 4 straight road games, so they are due for a road loss. Montreal will have Carey Price back in goal tonight after Antti Niemi allowed 3 goals on 9 shots in just 14 minutes against the Panthers the other day. They've only lost 5 in a row one other time this season, the Canadiens have. In fact, that losing streak and this losing streak are the only times this season that Montreal has lost more than 2 in a row. This is a team that knows how to bounce back from losses. We know how much they rely on Carey Price. So when we look at this losing streak, first loss to the 7th best team in the NHL, the Toronto Maple Leafs. Second loss to the 9th ranked team in the NHL in Nashville against the Predators. Third loss in Tampa against the best team in the NHL. Then the 4th loss was, of course, the other day when Carey Price didn't enter the game until the score was already 3-1 Panthers. These two just played a month ago in Columbus, where the Canadiens won comfortably 4-1. Should be a closer contest tonight, but I got the Canadiens for lock number 2. Lock number 3, let's stay in Canada. My hometown, Toronto Maple Leafs over the St. Louis Blues. So I was dead wrong when I picked against the Blues on Sunday. Or was I? Was I wrong? Or just a game too early? I'm going with a game too early. All this hockey and adrenaline, ups and downs, it has to be getting to the Blues. They have to be exhausted at this point. Binnington is the real deal. This guy is tied for 2nd in the NHL for shutouts. The other 2 goaltenders tied with him have played twice as many games ahead of him in shutouts as Vasilevsky and Fleury, each with 6. Vasilevsky in 37 games, Fleury in 51 games. Binnington has 4 shutouts in just 16 games. The Blues haven't given up a goal in 3 games. Their backup came in and got a shutout. That will be tough to do tonight against a team with the 4th most goals in the NHL this season. The Leafs are fantastic on the road, 19-10 road record. That's actually a little better than the record at home. They're 3-2 on this road trip. Based on their record on the road this season, let's bet they finished the road trip 4-2 before finishing 3-3. Lock number 3, Toronto Maple Leafs over the red-hot St. Louis Blues. Lock number 4, Minnesota over Anaheim. The Wild have lost 6 of their last 7 at home, 8 of 9 overall, before their backup, Alex Stalock, came in and gave up 4 in a 4-0 loss to the aforementioned red-hot St. Louis Blues. They lost the first 3 games in that 4-game losing streak by just a goal. That's important because they are staying competitive. We all know hockey. It's not like basketball or even football, where the team that plays better that day usually wins. In basketball or in football, if one team dominates against the other team, they win every time. In hockey, that's not true. You can dominate a team, but come up against a brick wall and goal. A couple bounces go your way, you get a deflection goal or 2, or you simply play solid defense, work the fast break, and capitalize despite having less of the puck and fewer opportunities. Were you the better team? I wouldn't say so. I feel like you're less in control if you play that style of hockey. It's also not an ideal style to play. What happens if you go down a goal or two? But it can, and it does work all the time. And it's demoralizing for your team when you lose, when you were the better team. I think losing streaks are more likely coming off close losses because you're mentally drained. It's a lot easier to swallow losses by 3 goals or more. Think about it. As a coach, you're like, oh, well, if the puck bounced our way, if we got a couple calls we should have got, we could have won this game. As a player, you're like, damn, if I shot there instead of passed, or if I passed there instead of shooting, if I hustled back harder on that second goal, maybe we would have won this game. All losses are tough for goalies, so I won't go there. But for everyone else, you lose by a lot, you're pissed. That anger becomes energy, it becomes motivation. The Wild have lost 4 straight, their last game by 4 goals. They lost 3 straight in front of their home fans. They are livid. They are dying to get back on track, and they have just the opponent, the 13th ranked Anaheim Ducks, to do that against. Lock number 4, Wild over Ducks. Wild Ducks. Have you had duck, by the way? If you haven't, go get some. Duck is delicious. Had some most recently when I was in Thailand, and it was the fucking bomb. But anyway, lock number 5, Dallas over Nashville. I said on one of these shows a few weeks ago that the Dallas Stars are Dr. Jekyll at home and Mr. Hyde on the road. Just finished a 6-game road trip where they went 1-5. They're 11-19 on the road this season. Mr. Hyde. They have the 7th spot in the Western Conference because they hold a record of 18-10 at home. Dr. Jekyll. It's safe to say they're happy to be back in Dallas. And yet, despite their terrible record on the road, they've beaten the Predators twice in Nashville. This will be the 5th time these two have played. 3rd time this month alone. They've split the first 4. But Dallas has been the better team. 3 of 4 games have been in Nashville. Both of Dallas's wins came in regulation, and they were both by 2 goals, while the Preds' wins both came in overtime. Dallas, for whatever reason, matches up well with the Predators. The Stars are 11-19 on the road, and yet 2-1 in Nashville. A team ranked 4th in the Western Conference. Dallas has Nashville's number. Lock number 5. And final lock of the day, Dallas Stars over the Nashville Predators. Thanks for listening. Good luck if you're placing any bets, and be sure to tune in again tomorrow.
Major key alert! I got the keys. I got the